Hello, Spintop community. Today, no questions will be left unanswered. We want to give you a quick update on our progress and meet the founder of our next IGO on Spinstarter, Mr. Kayabalı. It's been a bumpy few months and weeks in the macro markets and especially in the crypto space. We believe that those who keep going and keep building during such times of adversity will end up prevailing. We're fully focused on strengthening our relationship with quality blockchain gaming projects and solid Web2 AAA gaming studios who are currently exploring the Web3 space. Meanwhile, we keep on building the Guildmaker and improving our products, Gamepedia, and much more. In the interest of our community and investors and bearing in mind in the harsh market conditions, we paused some launches on Spinstarter since May. We have a very careful approach in selecting which projects to launch because the quality over quantity is what we believe in. To reignite the Spinstarter, we are handpicking and building comprehensive relationships, exciting high-quality projects. The first, which is Trivians. It's a game project with a proven successful model in Web2, and we've been working closely with the Trivians team to consult them to transition smoothly and successfully into the Web3 world. Today, we're going to host Kaan, since Kaan is Spintop's Chief Strategy Officer and investor as well. We know him so well personally, as well as a successful serial entrepreneur. It's a pleasure for us to introduce him to our community prior to his next venture, Trivians. Hello, Kaan.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to Spintop AMA with Trivians. We're going to start with your background a little bit. Can you please tell us a little bit about your educational background and then, of course, your entrepreneurial background?
Sure. First of all, thank you for having me. I hope this broadcast will be useful for all of our community, both Spintop and Trivians. Although it's a little bit weird, it's like interviewing with my team for my team. So
yeah.
It will be fun. So my name is Kaan. I'm 38 years old, and I am an electronics engineer. I have been an entrepreneur for all my professional life for the last 16 years. Mm-hmm. So I graduated from the top engineering faculty in Turkey, which is a Middle East Technical University. And I'm also an award-winning serial entrepreneur. I have been chosen as the Entrepreneur of the Year in Turkey in 2015.
Wow.
And at the same year, I have also been chosen as one of the top 10 innovators under 35 years old age by MIT Review US edition. So to give a brief info about my entrepreneurial background, right after my graduation, I founded my first company, which is called Kaans now. It's an AI company and developing people counting hardware and software solutions for retail industry. So it's like Google Analytics for real world. So from 2005 to 2013, I was the CEO of Kaans. Now Kaans is operating at 5 different countries, serving more than at 50,000 locations across 120 countries. And in 2013, I founded Onedio and transferred all my CEO roles to my co-founder in Kaans and became the CEO of Onedio. And I have made Onedio the largest social media publisher platform in Turkey, reaching 35 million monthly unique visitors, which accounts more than 70% of all Turkish internet audience. And we have attracted investors like European Bank of Reconstruction and Development and Revo Capital. In 2019, we have launched Oyna Kazan, which means play to earn in Turkish, as a money reward trivia game within Onedio, and we spinned it out in 2021, and we will deep dive into this later. In 2020, we have launched Videodan, which is a live commerce platform, and we have sold it to a decacorn in Turkey just a few months ago. In 2021, I have joined the Spintop team as Chief Strategy Officer and got introduced to the crypto world. Joining the amazing Spintop team has enriched my vision about blockchain gaming, and we decided to move our play-to-earn game to blockchain and rebrand it as Trivians. So I still hold equity at all these companies I have founded, and we have more than 500 employees across 4 continents. So that's
Well,
brief info about me.
it was an amazing introduction for yourself, and we're so glad to hear that you're a very experienced entrepreneur. So we truly believe in the Trivians projects and basically anything you do. So let's go with the Oyna Kazan story. Let's focus on the story of your previous trivia game venture, Oyna Kazan, which in English it means play and win. How did you come up with the idea, and how did you gain traction for the game? Can you share some stats maybe? And as time went by, how did you develop the economy of that game?
So, sure, in 2019 at Onedio, we have decided to go into gaming business since we have a massive user base and wanted to differentiate our monetization channels. So Oyna Kazan was our first bet since we were already doing tests and quizzes on Onedio and reaching 15 million unique users every month. So we wanted to utilize our user base. Our main purpose was democratizing the trivia game show business. So trivia is a native play to earn game. That's why we put the name and get all the licenses and registrations and trademarks in Turkish for Oyna Kazan, which is like exact translation from play to earn. And trivia is a native play to earn game genre. For the last 40 years, people are competing for money on television trivia shows, such as Who Wants to Be a Millionaire or Jeopardy. But there's a problem. Only a few selected people can compete and others just watch, cannot interact, cannot monetize their intellectual property or knowledge. People can monetize their luck or skill, but why not knowledge? Why not intellectual property?
Yeah, exactly.
So we created Oyna Kazan. We allowed players to earn money for their performance within the trivia competitions. Actually, this escalated very quickly, of course, with the support of Onedio in Turkey. We have reached 5 million downloads in just 1 year. We have been chosen as the app of the year in Google Play Store. We have distributed more than 3 million. We have distributed more than 3 million US dollars of prize money and made more in revenues by in-game item sales like Joker sales and ticker sales. And we have reached some amazing numbers. For example, our concurrent user record was 350,000 players. So we made 350,000 players compete at the same time and delivered 50,000 US dollars as rewards. So we have like jokers in our marketplace. The longer you stay in the game, the more you make money, just like in Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. So you have jokers like ask to the audience or 50-50 elimination or like double answer. So we have these kind of jokers in our in-game marketplace so that people will buy these and stay in the game longer and make more money. So we created a reason to make purchases for our gamers within the game. So this hold our economy very well. So as I said, while giving away 50,000 US dollars as rewards, we made as much as 100,000 US dollars in Joker sales. So our in-game economy was based on this infrastructure, like give away the money that you collect from the other gamers.
Yeah, I mean, the transition, the system to the blockchain gaming sounds amazing. And I would like to ask, how did you decide at the end of the day to move Oyna Kazan to blockchain? Actually, you kind of answered that before in the introduction part because of Spintop and that part, which really flattered us. But we'll be glad if you talk a little bit more. And also, I would like to ask, how do you plan to attract your current users and add more users on top of it?
Sure. Of course, there are a couple of reasons. First, as I said, within the Spintop team, I had the chance of deepening my understanding in blockchain gaming know-how and started thinking about moving to crypto as soon as we met. And I was already uncomfortable with Apple's and Google's in-game purchase commissions, which is above 40% with taxes. So nearly half of the revenue from our in-game item sales, like Joker and ticket sales, were going actually to Apple and Google instead of our community. So it was very disturbing. On top of this, last year, Google has changed its Play Store policy and removed all real money awarding apps, including licensed betting apps and our apps, from the Play Store. So there was no option other than moving to crypto to fulfill the needs of our community and solve this problem. So it made perfect sense for us to go all in to crypto. And also there were some minor issues on cash withdrawals, such as high commission fees, etc. So moving to crypto was the best option for our community and for our mission on democratizing the trivia game show business.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we had around 6.5 million users globally, 5 million of which is in Turkey. So, of course, we are planning to move all these players to Web3 ecosystem. So we have, since we are not giving away real money after Google's policy change, we are keeping close contact with our community. We have been telling them we are moving to crypto, so wait for us. We have all their emails, mobile phones, because we required for security also their mobile phones and emails. So we can communicate them very easily. So we will attract our existing user base just by emailing and sending SMSs. But on top of it, adding more users is the mission of our marketing team, and we trust them. We have a huge expertise on this area, and we have an amazing partner, which is called Teknasyon, is a global mobile app development and marketing company. They are also investors in Trivian. So we have a dedicated marketing team in Teknasyon. Like, they have more than 2 billion downloads globally, and they are the owner of the popular caller ID app Get Contact. So they are very good at user acquisition. So we think our addressable gamer market is 2 billion people, because our value proposition is very simple, very straightforward. For example, are you into Harry Potter or NBA or history? Why don't you monetize your knowledge by attending games on your favorite topic? So this is very straightforward, very simple value proposition. And we are addressing 2 billion people who are already used to this value proposition from television since they are kids. So with these kind of phrases, we can attract mainstream users very easily. Actually, we have done all the tests as well. I will go deep dive on these issues in the following sections. But and we also have a very good referral system. We are leveraging our community. For example, if they refer new users, we give them tokens, jokers, or tickets if they invite a friend. So we are planning to reach 2 million downloads and 1 million monthly active users in the first 6 months of our game launch.
Wow, that's a nice KPI.
On top of our existing users, yes.
I think the economy model of Trivians is much more sustainable comparing to many projects in the market right now. So it's very exciting for Trivians and for Spinstarter as well. What kind of other utilities for Trivia? By the way, the ticker of the Trivians token is Trivia. So what kind of other utilities can we expect from it?
So we are having hard times in crypto industry, but I think we will benefit from this a lot, because tokens solving real problems, having real users, and making those real users spend their tokens in certain cases will survive and stay here while getting stronger. So most of the coins which don't have these utilities will collapse. So in the gaming side, games which can attract real users and provide them not only money, but also the sense of joy, excitement, competition, and of course, a sense of winning by money rewards will survive. And we are just like that. If you only provide the gamers with money, they will eventually go away. Or in-game economy will collapse. So you should make people spend money within the game so that we can fund all the awards going to players. So that's why we have designed our in-game economy in mind. Look, there are no Ponzi's. It's all real money. It's all real competition. We have free-to-play mods. We have pay-to-play mods. And they're all backed by certain incomes within the game. So we are not depending on investors' money, just like other, most of the play-to-earn games in the market.
So glad to hear that.
So we created certain utilities for that. Our utilities are very straightforward and only involves players, not investors. So most of the games we see in the market are trying to create utilities for investors, not for their gamers. I think that's a big mistake. So we have created utilities for actual players. For example, you must have our token in order to participate our games. Or if you want to earn more, you have to buy jokers with our tokens. Or if you are a long-term player and want to increase your earnings, you can buy in-game NFTs that will actually increase your earnings. We also have a B2B utility. For example, you are launching a new project and want to reach play-to-earn gamers, which will have millions of it. We design a special question for your project that is telling your project and providing a link. And we show that question to like hundreds of thousands of people in exchange of Trivian token. So we have lots of utilities for actual gamers and for actual use cases.
That's very interesting. And also we will go very deep down into the Trivians game as well. But before we go, can you please tell a little bit about the background of your core team and advisors, please?
Sure. As I mentioned, I'm a tech enthusiast and entrepreneur. I have created successful startups on artificial intelligence, digital media, e-commerce, and gaming. Now it's time for me to move into crypto. So we picked and formed our team according to this, like fulfilling our lack of expertise in Web3 ecosystem. So our core team has been working together for the last 3 years, and we have an amazing team of 25 people, including like developers, editors, community managers, etc., etc. Our CEO, for example, is a very well-known entrepreneur in Turkey. He sold Mr. Efe, yes. He exited from his existing gaming platform and became the CEO of our company. So our game designer has more than 10 titles in US App Store game chart top 10. So he's very experienced on game design. Like our chief officer is a very experienced trader and very into crypto technology, and also my brother. So our, for example, marketing advisor has successfully launched his own NFT series. And Spintop is also like advising us and helping us a lot on like moving from Web2 space to Web3. For example, we have Calvin Chang as our international advisor. He's one of the very few people who he's one of the very few people who has a crypto regulatory license in Dubai and very well known in crypto industry. He's an ex-parliamentarian of Singapore Parliament. So we have created a very diverse and focused advisory team.
So yeah, I mean, like I saw some familiar faces on your pitch deck, such as our CMO Alem Shah Öztürk and also our beloved CEO Sinan Gülfidan as an advisor for Trivians. We're so happy.
Yeah, Sinan is there like for all the Spintop team.
Yeah,
because all the Spintop team is advising us.
Glad to hear that as well. I mean, glad to hear your brothers in the team as well, because like we experienced from Sinan and Serhan that when two brothers can think together and work together, amazing things can happen. Spintop is the proof of that. So we hope Trivians will guarantee that as well. We're gonna go deep down into Trivians game a little bit. First, I would like, since it's a game of trivia. First, I would like to ask, like, what kind of question models are structured for Trivians? For example, are the questions going to be local, like country-based, culture-based? are like two people from the other side of the world are going to be able to play and compete with each other. So what kind of a structure is there?
So let me first briefly introduce you the world of Trivians. When we first decided to go into crypto, we knew that we must rebrand the game and create a world, create a story around it, which we can enrich with NFTs and other token utilities. So we created a world which is called Trivian verse. So every citizen in this world is from Trivian's race. It means every player in our game is actually a Trivian. So a Trivian's purpose of living is answering all the questions that universe has.
Nice.
So they are very curious, and that's why they live for and what they make their living of. So their motto is no questions will be left unanswered. So they are now exploring our world by finding answers to the questions and make money on it.
So they live for the knowledge, like the motivation of living for them is the knowledge.
And yes, and they make money as long as they find the correct answers. So that's our story of the game. So everyone in our game is a Trivian. And one very important feature of Trivians is it's a platform, it's a world. It will not have only one game. It will have several game modes, several game types. So you can play in a team, or you can play against a friend, or you can play against hundreds of thousands of other people.
Are they going to be like groups or guilds in Trivian?
Yes, yeah, guilds like five versus five challenge, one versus one challenge, or like massively multiplayer modes, or just you can play to learn. I sometimes say learn to earn, like on a single player mode. So we are so a casino, for example, has lots of different luck games. Like you can play slot, you can play roulette. In our world, you can play quizzes, you can play word games, but everything is about intellectual property and knowledge. Not any luck is involved. So when we goes to questions, our question and game engine is very flexible. For example, if there is a competition just for only Nigerian or Turkish people, they can see localized questions on their culture, history. But we have designed our game that everyone can play together and compete together, even if they are from different parts of the world. So we have a multilingual question engine. For example, imagine a question: who is the director of Lords of the Rings? So if you are based in United States, you'll see the question in English. If you are based in, for example, Brasilia, you see the question in Portuguese. If you are based in China, you see the question in Chinese, so that you can compete with people at other parts of the world. So most of the questions in our questioning engine is worldwide general knowledge, such as sports, history, geography, science and technology, Netflix movies, celebrities, music. Those kind of general knowledge questions are mostly in 6 languages and will be available to every player in our game.
I mean, that breaking those language barriers is amazing function for the game, and it opens a lot of opportunities to grow globally. Did you mention there are 6 languages at the beginning?
Yes. No, in the beginning there are 3 languages now: Turkish English, and Spanish. But we are working on 5 other languages at the moment. It will go up 8 languages.
Perfect. I'm pretty sure it will go much more in the future, because like it's inevitable as much as it grows. So regarding of the questions, like because of your play and win background, the Oyna Kazan game, how many questions are in your database, and what kind of team is working on that app? Is there like an editor team? And also we have a small suggestion after your answer.
Yeah, we have more than 100,000 original questions in our database. It's currently in 3 languages, and as I said, we are working on 5 additional languages. We have a dedicated team of editors and translators for this. Luckily, we have the perfect resources for this, since we have a great expertise from Onedio, even before Oyna Kazan. In Onedio, every year, nearly 1 billion questions are answered through our testing quizzes. So we had an already established team of question preparing editors. They are very experts on, most of them are teachers, and they are very experts on their fields. We have several questions like image questions, video questions, brain games. So we are very solid and strong and on the question base. What's your
Nice.
suggestion?
Well, maybe like we thought the Trivians community can create questions on their own, and if their questions is acceptable by your editor team, they can win small amounts of trivia token or some jokers or NFTs.
Yeah.
This way there will be like
Actually,
a consistent flow of new questions from different community members globally. What do you think?
yeah, actually, this is a brilliant. This is a brilliant idea, and we'll definitely do it. We have already done it, by the way, at Oyuna Kazan. For example, we have video questions. So we asked from our community that take a video of yourself in front of a landmark from your local city, asking the question, where am I? And where am I standing in front of? So when we launch these questions within the competition, we send jokers or tickets or tokens to our community. We will definitely do that. And since we will go global, I'm sure it will be much more entertaining.
Nice, glad to hear that as well. So our next question is about a very interesting investor of your project, Mr. Calvin Chang. What is the Trivian project's relationship with Mr. Calvin Chang, and how do you convince him to be a part of this project, and what should we expect from this relation in the future?
So actually, we have a very good investor circle from the London finance ecosystem. I have very close friends and very good network at there. So we have met with Mr. Calvin Chang at a social business dinner. Like it was nothing to do with Trivians, but turned out he's very close to crypto and very good relationships with the top names in the crypto industry.
Yeah.
So like 2 days ago, he was on the stage with the founder of Binance, CZ.
Wow.
So he's very well connected. He's an ex-parliamentarian at Singapore. So we have talked about our project. We have talked about how sustainable should blockchain games should be. So then he became an advisor and he became an investor of it. We believe we will create great leverage on reaching mainstream users and introduce them Web3 gaming. So we'll have hundreds of thousands of players who will buy and sell trivia tokens, and this will definitely have a benefit for lots of central exchanges or other crypto companies in the globe. So Mr. Chang will definitely help us to reach out those partnerships. Maybe will he use his license at Dubai? I don't know. We are currently based in Turkey, but we are very glad to have him on board.
I mean, like amazing name for a project, and I hope like he will bring a lot of motion to the project as well, which definitely will be like that. So my next question is about some artistic approaches for the Trivianverse. I checked out the website and I checked out the pitch deck, and I saw a lot of very interesting NFT designs and characters as well, and items as well. So what is the root of that? I mean, like, which artist did you work to create the Trivianverse? What was their inspiration to trigger their imagination? And how is the project will evolve in terms of its own unique story and art?
Actually, this is a very valuable topic for me because I'm an engineer. I don't have a very good relationship with art, but this process, this partnership with our art studio has changed my vision a lot. So we are working with an art studio, not a single artist, with a couple of artists. They're called like Gorillas Art House. They are very experienced on storytelling and animation. We are working with them for our NFT collection as well. But there will be a very good surprise next week. We are going to publish our introduction movie, and I think it's amazing. Just wait for next week.
Sure.
Then we'll talk after. Then we'll talk about art after that.
I mean, I saw some sketches. It will be amazing for sure. And since we're talking about art, Are you planning to launch an NFT collection for Trivians? Are these NFTs going to have utilities like in Jokers in Oyna Kazan, or some privileges in the game? And what will be the utilities of those items? And how do you plan to utilize those characters as well?
Yes. Most of games in the ecosystem at the moment requires NFTs for gameplay. Like it's a prerequisite for gameplay, or it's a vehicle for fundraising. But we are building the NFTs for our gamers. They are not prerequisite to play the game, but to win more or achieve more within the game. For example, we'll have NFT avatars. Like as I said, everyone will be a Trivian in this game. So you can like purchase a avatar of a, for example, engineer avatar. Like engineer avatar will help you like double your earnings, for example, on science and technology questions. Or you can acquire a explorer avatar. It will help you like double your rewards from geography questions. So we will have lots of these different avatars that will give you buffs within the games, and we will have NFT items as well. Those NFT items will act like power-ups. For example, if you acquire the glasses NFT, it will reveal one wrong answer at each competition, for example. So these will have actual benefits within the game. So we believe our players would love to have them and trade them.
Well, guys, if you want to understand much more about what Mr. Kayabalı talked about NFT characters and items, you should definitely check out the Trivian's website, which will be under this video, but I'm going to tell anyways, it will be trivians.io. Check that out for more information for sure, and join their community and start hanging around there, because it's going to boom. Okay. So our next question is, how do you plan to sustain the Trivia tokens price, and what are your strategies on that?
We believe if we achieve our like targets in terms of users, the investors will follow, because especially at these market conditions, investors will invest on games who have solid uninflationary in-game economy, profitable play-turn model, and lots of users. The investors will look for this kind of projects, and we are launching the project, our game, just 1 month after our token launch. So as a real game with real users, we are planning to sustain our token price, attracting investors. Also, we have like we'll have special events, special competitions for our trivia holders. For example, if you are holding more than 50,000 trivia tokens, you can attend certain events with free of charge, with lots of good rewards.
I mean, it sounds very sustainable, and I think it will go on like that. So my next questions will be about more crypto and blockchain gaming ecosystem as well. So how do you think the ecosystem will shape in the future, and where do you position Trivians in that perspective?
Actually, especially at these market conditions, I'm very skeptic about blockchain gaming ecosystem. If you are not skeptic, you don't know this business. So everyone should be skeptic.
Yeah, in every business, basically.
Yeah, not every game is, I think, suitable for play to earn. There are certain game types. There are certain game types that players expect money as a reward on top of adrenaline, competition, and joy, of course. For example, casino games, sports betting. Like you also have fun, have adrenaline playing these, and also you make money. Trivia is also a native play-to-earn genre where offers money in exchange of success, and also provides joy, fun, adrenaline.
So that's very important, because like the main purpose of playing games should be fun. That's for sure.
Yes. And play-to-earn games must find ways to make people spend money within the game, just like in our case. So successful blockchain games must have real paying users, real security controls for fighting cheaters, bots, and also they must have a balanced gameplay in order not to lose players. So there is a golden mixture between in-game balance, in-game economy, excitement, joy, and rewards. So only a few games will succeed this, I think.
Since you mentioned, I mean, I would like to ask who will be performing your security edits, and also in the game, how are you planning to preventing those frauds, or is everything going to be fair and righteous in general in Trivians?
Yeah, this is a very serious issue. So when money is at stakes and when players spend money in order to attend games, it's very, very important to have a balanced gameplay between players or preventing cheat. We are very proud that we have built in the last 3 years because we have experienced the worst. Bots, cheaters, hackers, we have experienced everything. But we have developed our backend to fight with those. And all of our security protocols are audited by PayPal during the KYC process because we were distributing real money through PayPal. And they were asking, how do we know you are not money laundering? How do we know you are sending money who doesn't deserve? So they audited all our codes, all our protocols.
You mean, you mean in Oyno Kazan or you mean in Trivians PayPal audited you?
Oyna Kazan's global version, it's all in the same code base. So it's Trivians is also audited by our security protocols. We are using the same security protocols. So it's all audited by PayPal during the KYC process. Yes, and also balanced gameplay is very important. So matching new players with new players, experienced players with experienced players. These are also very important. Fighting with bots, cheaters, hackers, these are very important. And we have very solid procedures for these security controls, which are audited. Also, we have just done our blockchain audits as well. And we have passed with a score of 98 over 100. And we already fixed that 2 points as well.
I'm sure you're going to fix that as well, since you're very obsessed with the security, which is very important, and especially for in-game frauds as well. How do you plan to attract the non-crypto users?
Yeah, we give a great importance on this issue because we are addressing a people of 2 billion people, since our game is a very casual, very easy to understand game. We are not requiring people or buy this NFT, connect your MetaMask, blah, blah. Those create a lot of friction for traditional users. So our game, the users only need to buy tickets or jokers, power-ups to play our game. As I said, it's also a free-to-play game mode. So we are onboarding every user to the game without any requirement of Web3 knowledge. They can even buy our jokers, our tickets with in-game purchases, in-app purchases, and with their credit cards. But when they want to cash out, they want to go into crypto. So we have written a trade bot. So whenever a player comes to our game, and in order to attend the game, he or she should buy a ticket. She pays $6, for example, with their credit card, and our treasury bot will automatically buy Trivian tokens as much as for $6 from the market. So instead of making them buy Trivian token from the market, log into the game and spend that Trivian token, we are telling them, okay, just come here, buy our tickets and power-ups with your traditional methods. Even you can pay with credit card, with in-app purchase, with PayPal, but we are converting it to Trivian token at our backend. And when they are cashing out, only way to cash out is with tokens. And when people are cashing out, they always adopt, because when they want, for example, $30 worth of Trivian token, they know how to open a MetaMask, they know how to open a wallet, etc., etc.
Or
so we have a very solid, we have a very solid strategy for onboarding non-crypto users. So because we are opening wallets for their in-game profile automatically at the end of the day.
Amazing. So since we have this organic relationships, I would like to ask, How do you plan to collaborate with Spintop in the upcoming future? Are they going to be pools on Spindex? Will there be any benefits for our spin holders and for our community? What do you have in mind about that?
I guess this is the easiest part. Since we are sister companies, we'll find lots of benefits for both Spintop community and Trivia community. So of course there will be pools. I think these pools will never end. They will always exist. And spin holders will definitely have exclusive events. Also, the game developers in spin ecosystem will have certain rights on promoting their games, creating special events to Trivians community, because we are planning to build a very traditional mainstream community, and they will be playing play to earn. So lots of brands, lots of game companies, play to earn game companies would love to reach them. And together with Spintop, we will enable this.
Perfect. Glad to hear this for our community. And today, our last questions will be about your dreams about Trivians. Where do you want to see this project in 10 years? And also, I would like to know, where do you see the crypto market and blockchain gaming in 10 years? And what is your biggest dream about Trivians?
As I said, like Money Award trivia games are here for the last 40 years or so, maybe 50 years. Like even when I was a kid in 80s, there was only one television channel on the television, and there was a competition called Bir Kelime Bir İşlem, giving money rewards.
Yeah.
So at every culture, at every country, it's fixed. Like for the 40 years, people are getting rewarded for their knowledge and intellectual property on television. And now we are democratizing this. For the upcoming 40 years, it will be a thing. It is not going anywhere. It's like chess. You know what I mean? Like it's a game genre. So we are going to create tournaments, leagues all over the world. Like we are looking at it as an esports competition. So we are going to have worldwide competitors, worldwide competitions, maybe celebrities involved, live events. So we want to own the money reward trivia gaming genre in the world. For example, no one owns poker. Everyone should everyone can launch a poker game. But we want to own this trivia genre in the world for the upcoming 40 years. And it has money, it is in its blood, so it's in its heart. So it's very crypto native project, and we will always be the leading trivia gaming provider in the crypto industry. So that's my dream for Trivians. And as blockchain and crypto industry, like I am a very traditional Web2 guy. I'm there for the last 15 years, and now I'm moving my expertise, my team, my vision to Web3. And lots of founders will start to do that, and the Web3 ecosystem will benefit this a lot. Real founders with real expertise on real monetization issues will bring their expertise and teams into this space, and we'll see lots of valuable and good projects, real projects in the market. So these kind of like shakes in crypto industry, I think these are good, because we see who are the Ponzi, who are the cheaters, and who are the real builders. So I think we will rise from these days as very strong teams and founders and companies.
Well, this is an incredible vision and an incredible dream. So thank you for your answer. Today we hosted Mr. Kayabalı, Kaan, as the founder of Trivians. Thank you everyone for watching this AMA session and get informed about Trivians, which will be the next IGO of Spinstarter. And also don't forget to join the Trivians community. All the related links will be under this video down there. Join our channels, join our Discord, and hopefully the first week of July, the launch will happen on Spinstarter, and also with a surprise partner, who knows. Hopefully, you'll be able to join with your spins in Spinstarter Vault. Thank you for everyone for coming today and watching this video. Hope to see you soon in our next video. Thank you so much, Kaan, for coming here. And hopefully
it was a pleasure.
Thank you. I wish a great day to everyone. Hope to see you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.